So we are back from yard sale, and a lot of people want to know like our process on doing things. So that's what we're going to show you today, is that exactly like I'll put in a little clip reel right here about me picking up, say, a pair of reels that I picked up at a yard sale. Got them for $15, and then what the process is, what it looks like to list. Because honestly, today, check how much stuff we bought. The entire Jeep is filled here. And we've already actually taken some things in the house, but then all this is filled up. And we do this every week. Actually, every other day, usually we have a haul that looks just like this. How do you do it? Where does it all go? Does it just go in the storage unit? The answer to that is actually no. So the reels that you just saw me pick up, I probably put in a little clip, are good reels. They're easy to list. They're worth a lot of money, and we're gonna keep them at the house. So what we do is they're right here and in this bag. We're gonna take this out and then put this in the garage. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put this in the garage, and this will be listed on Monday. Today is Saturday, and that will be listed on Monday. Saturday evenings right now, today's Saturday. Saturday morning is yard sale days, and then we take a little bit of a break, like a 2-hour break, and then we go right into our Whatnot shows. Some of the stuff that we actually bought today, which is Saturday, will be on our Whatnot show tonight. We'll just go ahead and list it on there. We turn and burn a lot of stuff, so it also does help with things, going in the storage unit. But these right here, they're easy to list. They're worth about $100 and some a piece. We have Penn 9.0 reels, and then 6.0 and 4.0 reels. Got them for a smoking good deal. That's on the other channel called, the Bearded Thrift Machine, about where we find stuff. But the rest of the stuff that is, kind of bigger, it's gonna take a little bit longer to clean, and we don't have a lot of room inside of the garage. We're gonna show you how we choose things, and then where we put things. Some of this stuff is actually for our church. This is for our church. Kayla's doing a prayer garden at the church. We actually just picked up a bench that's there, and then this is going to go in there and a couple of things. But the reels here, they're going to go in the garage. But a lot of this will be placed over in our storage unit, and then the other stuff that we're going to sell on Whatnot will be placed in Whatnot, and then all of the plants that Kayla got will be placed in pots and put around our house. So there it is. It is not even near filled. The thing is we do have some storage units coming up that we're gonna go ahead and hopefully have those bins filled of a whole bunch of good stuff. This right here, we actually picked up at a yard sale. We might put that in the booth with gumballs in it. We need a key for it. The crazy thing is that we bought this for $10. Turns out the key costs, what, $40? That's how life works, isn't it, folks? Where you get something cheap and cool, and you're like, hey, I'll just go ahead. I'm sure the key will be $5. Try $40 for a key. So we're trying to figure out another way to do that. Also, somebody said, why do you have so much stuff in storage?
Cue the bikes.
Cue the bikes. Also, somebody said, why do you have so much in storage? That's crazy to have that much stuff unlisted. Listen, the reason why we have that is not too long ago, you couldn't get inventory. And we fell where we had no inventory. We couldn't list. That means we can't make any money. I would much rather have these things stacked full of good, solid inventory. And if something happened, Kayla and I can still list for probably about a month what we have in here. With 2 people listing on eBay, you fly through inventory. Say we had a, YouTube, we called up on a whole bunch of YouTube videos, and we're like, you know what, we're gonna list on eBay for the next month. We would wipe out both these storage units. We always wanna have something to back us up. We do this full time. If you don't have a backup plan, something's going on. You always got to have a backup plan, because who thought a while back you say, oh, everything's closed down. Now guess what? Now we have inventory. We can always list on eBay, and so that's why we do this. Is that why we have backup plans? As you know, we only have 3 storage units. One is for listed items. One is the outside unit for bigger items that we sell locally usually, or unlisted items that don't need to be climate controlled. And the climate controlled one is usually for clothes and everything like that, and booth items. And also our boxes and everything need to be climate controlled. So that's why we do it. I thought y'all would like to know. And what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna go home and obviously get ready for Whatnot. We are out at the storage unit after church on Sunday, and we have a whole bunch of things that just sold. And it's funny because some very large items sold, and it's Kayla's turn to ship the eBay orders and my turn to ship the Whatnot orders. So let's go inside, pull some orders. Now we're in the storage unit, and boy, do you have some stuff to ship out today. We did have a Whatnot show. We appreciate everybody coming out to that. We sold 80 items, so I gotta ship 80 items out. You have to ship 20, but you have some interesting ones to ship out for sure. First, telephone sold. $15 plus shipping. Then another miscellaneous lot of tools, mostly SK tools, sold for $18 plus shipping. A Coors Light Silver Bullet Racing Corduroy vintage hat sold for $35 plus shipping. Very, very nice hat there. Then we did have this is a Russell Green River Works 10-inch honing steel sharpening. $19 plus shipping. This is sold a couple times, and people haven't paid for it. Then it's sold again. This is a Mountain Cork fishing rod case, 48 inches. That's sold for $20 plus shipping. Then we did have some Sperry's. Sperry's are one of those things you gotta like. I always thought they were really. I mean, they are. I think they're high quality, but the resale on some of these are not that good. These sold for like $14 plus shipping, and they're like brand new. So what?
They've went down in value.
Yeah,
sure.
but some of them still sell pretty good. But the Sperry's, we kind of, I don't know, we kind of stay away from them now. I almost said Nickelodeon instead of Nintendo. Nintendo Wii sold, you got it for $6 at a yard sale. It's still at the house because it's only been listed for a couple days. It sold for $35 plus shipping on that. And that was just the console and the instructions and the cables. There were no actual, no games, no controllers, anything. It sold for $35. So that is another item that has gone down considerably. 4 or 5 years ago, those things, you could sell them for $60, just the console. Now they're worth about $30. So just make sure you remember that. This is a nice Callaway X16 sandwich sold for $24 plus shipping. The really beat up Nike Air Jordan Retro 4s that we got for free on the side of the road at a yard sale. So for $50 plus shipping. If they were in super good condition, they're $400 shoes. These were in really bad condition, but they still sold for $50. When it does the guaranteed authentication, it goes FedEx. Just make sure you know that, because if you ship it through pirate ship, you're going to actually pay for a label that you don't need to. So we use pirate ship all the time, and I'll explain why we do that at the end of the video, because we had a lot of questions on that also. But when it comes to this, you have to go ahead and buy that one off of eBay, the actual label, because they've prepaid for the label. eBay has to send it to them, if that makes any sense. So don't buy that one off pirate ship. Go ahead and go onto eBay to do that, and then it sends to somewhere. They authenticate them, and then it then gets sent to the actual end buyer. I like it because it protects us. If you're buying if you're selling high-end shoes, they guarantee they say you send shoes that are authenticated. They send it then to the buyer. Say the buyer opens a return on non-authentic shoes and send you back a pair of fakes. It goes back to them first, and then you still get to keep your money. It's just another way. We also use the Check app to make sure that they are authentic. A Logitech MX Master 3S wireless mouse sold for $25 plus shipping. The genuine 80-volt rapid charger Greenworks sold for $21.78. We had a Joe Amato dragster pin sold for $5 plus shipping. Then an articulating vintage Panther pin brooch thing sold for $25 plus shipping.
We got that out of a storage unit.
Got that out of a storage unit. The reason why that's not here is because all of that stuff sold within like 4 days of actually listing it. Then we did sell a fireman's piece. As you know, I have about 42,000 of these. This one sold for $32 plus shipping. And then we did finally sell this really cool blanket, and that sold for $12.75. Manfrotto. So the same person bought, this is a very nice tripod. This sold for $38.25. It is a Manfrotto tripod, and then I did separate the head to it right here, and then the same person bought this for $41.65. We picked it up for only a couple bucks. We had a Carhartt shirt sell, just this shirt. Nothing really special about it. It only sold for $9.35. Really nice Michael Kors purse here. Sold brand spanking new, the nice black with the pebble. I mean, this is like, it's brand new. And you get the bag with it. This was actually, came out of a storage unit. And I think the video just dropped on that on the Bearded Thrift Machine. That's sold for $148.75. Then 2 games sold for PS3. We don't sell a lot of games, so I probably sold these pretty cheap. But these sold both of them for $11.04 with combined shipping. And then we did sell, if you remember, at the 127, I bought this one for I think $20 or $30. It's a bow, a recurve bow that broke apart. It was a vintage Ben Pearson signature takedown recurve bow. 7331, kind of rare item, sold for $170.21 plus shipping on that one.
And I was so mad that you picked up something that was that big.
Yep, but it broke down.
But you know what? I'm happy about it.
Yeah, $170 on that, that's not bad. As you can tell, we have multiple items here over $100, and we really want to get above that $30, $40 price range. That's what we always say. We're working towards that, and Whatnot's actually going to help us out a lot, because what we're going to do is coming up, we're going to have huge shows on there. Like October 12th is going to be a gigantic show with probably over 100 items. So come out to that. There's a link down below for our Whatnot. Let's go ahead and talk about pirate ship and why we use it. I was on the Nurse Flippers podcast the other day, and there was a lot of questions about why I use pirate ship. It's just simplicity. That's it. There's no like real reason. We still get the same amount of discount as you do on eBay. We do like it because we do have it linked to our credit card, our business credit card, and then that does give us points or cash back on our credit card. We spend a lot of money in shipping. I think last year we spent $30,000 in shipping, didn't we? It was expensive. So just think about, if you're getting 2% or 4% cash back on $30,000, that's not too shabby, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, and also we do have our website and everything that we integrate that into Pirate Ship, and then we just use Pirate Ship for all of our shipping needs. We're not sponsored by them. They are pretty seamless in their operation. We really don't have any problems with them. I mean, they have good insurance. We actually have used their insurance before on doing things, and everything works out. We have no complaints about it. Again, we just use it for simplicity's sake. But I will tell you this, but when you get your pay from eBay, that does have the shipping still in it. So like we get bigger paychecks from eBay now because we're not taking the shipping out of those. We're taking it later on out of from Pirate Ship. So, if you switch, you're gonna be like, man, my eBay things I'm doing good. Now you just haven't taken the shipping out yet.
Right.
So what we're gonna do is, there is a ton to do today. I mean, we have 20 items here and 80 items at the house. It's 120 items that have to be shipped.
We are very thankful for
very thankful for that. But we're gonna go home and go ahead and get started because we got lots to do. We're also gonna go in the other storage unit. We're probably gonna need more priority boxes. Remember, if you're selling on Whatnot, use their priority boxes because it's mandatory. It's sent priority between a certain amount of weight.
The priority box from the USPS.
Yeah, USPS priority boxes.
And they are free.
Yeah, they are free. Yep. So what we're gonna do is go over to the other storage unit, pick up some boxes, put this in the Jeep, go home, pack yourself up, ship it out. We were back from the storage unit and we just packed all of the orders. If you're wondering how fast it took us to pack, I think we had 80 some on Whatnot and then 20 some on eBay. What Kayla and I do is split them basically. Somebody will handle one platform, so she handled eBay, I'll handle Whatnot because the Whatnot stuff is in my room when she does her jewelry shows. She'll handle Whatnot, then I'll handle eBay on one weekend. It took us a lot longer than usual. It took us 3 hours from start to finish to get that done. The reason being is a couple things occurred. Usually we'll run through that in about 2 hours. One, we forgot her computer at church, which is like her little shipping area where that goes into her Dymo. So not a big deal because I actually have 2 computers in my room. We just switched over one and the Dymo wouldn't work on my computer for some reason. We tried and tried and tried. So 30 minutes went by and we finally were just use all one computer. And there's just things that were just popping up, you know what I'm saying? Then our other printer wouldn't work, so it was a mess. But it took 3 hours to get everything done. Everything is done to be shipped out Monday. We like to do that on Sunday nights because Monday morning we like to get everything at the post office early morning, and then everything that has sold over the weekend is already getting scanned in early so people can see it. So if they bought it on a Friday, they'll see it early Monday morning that it was scanned in. But that is the end of that, and in the beginning of this video, you saw us basically how we pick things, what goes on Whatnot, what goes on eBay, what goes on whatever. So we did, this was actually gonna go on Whatnot, and I did look it up. This goes for $50, and we like to put, not saying we wouldn't get $50 on Whatnot for it, we might get around 15 to 20, but I paid $5 for it. I would like to get the 50 out of it. This is the 511 Sig Sauer, little case. So this made the first round pick of listing things. The reason why, honestly, it's worth $50. 2, it's easy to list and it's easy to ship. Same with this. This is a Panasonic. Now, I don't think this would sell that well on Whatnot. This is more of an eBay item just because I don't think a lot of people that watch this want the Shockwave Panasonic, right? This has a barcode on it. If you have a barcode, you're going to be listed first. All I do is scan your barcode, sell similar, and you're good to go. This, again, was a first round pick for listing. Easy to list, easy to ship, and it's worth about 40 to $50. So what we're going to do is take you through the listing process. It's pretty easy. All I do is list right here. A lot of my pictures, I just that'd be it. I'll just put it up here. I'll put it down here. And if it looks a little bit funny with the lighting, I'll use this light right here, which is LED light, kind of just to go over it like this. Boop, just to light it up a little bit. You can use 24 pictures when it comes to eBay. I don't use that many when it has something like this. I'll do this side. I'll open it up to make sure, you know, a good picture here, a good picture here. And then I will take a tape measure. Now, some people don't like this. I think that you can actually tell pretty easy the size of something. I have a really nice tape measure here. So I'll take the tape measure and I will go ahead and take a picture like this to show the size of it, and then a picture like this, and then a picture like that. So it won't be 24 pictures. Most likely it will probably be like close to 12 pictures. Very seldom, unless it's something very, very, very expensive or has a lot of flaws, which would make it very expensive while I'm selling in the first place, do I take 24 pictures. A piece of clothing, I might take probably 10. Something like this is probably gonna be 10. So I know a lot of people are like, use all the pictures you can. We really don't. Like a golf club, you're hard pressed to do 24 pictures on a golf club. I mean, you really, really are. There's not that many. You would take the same picture over and over again. So we try to do as many pictures that is reasonable and not just overwhelm, you know, just the same picture 20 times. That doesn't make any sense to me. So that's what we're gonna do. And then after this is listed, it goes inside the house in a little like buggy that's waiting to get skewed. Now we usually go over and skew things every 4 days. So right now this will not have a custom skew that is in the item's description. Then we'll go over, see what bin is good. Maybe C4 is empty. We'll go ahead and put a custom skew on C4, plop that in there, and then when it sells, we'll take it out. And then we end up taking it home and ship it. So it's really quite easy. There is processes though. When we first started, we didn't have a lot of processes whatsoever. We would bring everything into the front room. It was a mess. But now we have a very good process of what happens, you know, certain times. I think it's important not to bring a whole bunch of things in and look at it and say, I gotta list all of that, because you saw how much we bought at the yard sales. We literally filled everything up. And this stuff right here is what I pulled out to list first. That's the first round pick. So you got some good reels that need to be cleaned, a DeWalt tool, a book bag, this little Ives thing, Railroad Union Station, this guy back here, and then one Jeep part. Because if I was to bring in the bumpers, the rear bumper, all the Jeep parts, everything we bought on Saturday, it would be overwhelming and it would look like a mess in here. That's why we also like to have everything kind of clean and neat, because it's just so much easier. Again, the whole thing is just being able to not get overwhelmed and say, I want to list 10 items today, and you got 10 items, and then boom, that's what you do, is you list those 10 items. So we're gonna go ahead and get to listing. It is Sunday evening. Like I said, we work a ton. It's not one of those things that we don't work every day. We work every day. We went to church this morning, went and pulled the orders, came back. We shipped for 3 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and continue to list probably for the next 2 or 3 hours. And then Monday is an all YouTube day. Basically, that is a day that I'm gonna go ahead and edit a ton of YouTube videos that we had for Saturday. Always remember also, the video that you're seeing on the Bearded Thrift Machine might be 2 or 3 days prior to that. And then if we say like on Saturday, we picked up a whole bunch of stuff, we immediately came home and listed on Whatnot and then sold it the same day. So if you're looking to buy something, message us anyway, but sometimes it is actually already sold, and we do apologize for that, but we sell things very, very quickly. We are a turn and burn type of company that once we get it, we'll go ahead and list it, have it sold, and shipped out as fast as possible.